We're going to do fire signs and see what's the energy. Fire signs, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, Holy Spirit, Divine Ancestors, Master Teachers, Unicorns, Fairies, Goblins and Ghouls, and all those that are working for the benefit of the love and the light. What do we need to know? Those above, in the middle, and below. What do we need to know for fire signs? What are the fire signs feeling like right now? Distracted maybe? Holy Spirit, Divine Ancestors. What do we need to know? What is most important for Aries, Leo, and Sag? Perspective in reverse. They may be needing to gain a new perspective to be better off and to be happier and to gain a clear headspace. Gain perspective, clear perspective. What do they need to gain perspective on? These cards are not in reverse. Oh, it spun. Spying. Using social network. Gathering information from social media sites maybe of someone or some people. Trying to see how they move. What their energy is. Testing the temperature. Somebody in a fire sign is either having their temperature tested or testing someone's temperature. Give me another card, Holy Spirit. What is this spying? Somebody that they want to confide in, somebody that maybe they have been intimate with before, someone they know was a comfort place, somebody that they could confide in, that they had made a bond. I suggest not spying. What is this intimacy? They're not wanting to confess. They're not wanting things unveiled. And they're not coming clean. And they're not sending this person messages. So they need better perspective. They're trying to take your temperature. They remember the bond and how they confided in you. But they plan on keeping secrets and lies. Wanting a second chance. Give me one on this perspective. They're thinking and missing you, craving you and desiring you. Your fire. They're missing your fire. Temperature and fire. Heat. Red. Hot sun. Fire signs. Isn't it funny how everything just interconnects? Even the teeny tiny details. Give me one on this spine. In reverse again. They're not being elusive. They're seen. Their dishonesty and the deception and trickery is all seen. The web, it's not in the shadows anymore. And they want to escape. They want to avoid this so much. I can feel their anxiety. Give me one on this intimacy. This intimacy and this bonding that they want to try to use because they're karmic and they're trying to avoid a karmic lessons. They're trying to avoid consequences, the cause and effect of the debts that they've already created, and they wanted to bring them to you. And they're heartbroken, shattered. Why won't they confess? Because they're hopeless and they're sinking and they're falling apart. They're falling apart. So the only thing they know is to continue to lie and deceive, to use trickery. They need to really work on that perspective. Isn't it called insanity to keep doing something that's not working for you and expecting something different? We wonder, what are they thinking about? We don't really care. Thinking about how they want to be divine masculine energy, the yang to your yin. Give me another on this divine masculine card that wants a second chance, wants to reconcile and make amends while still lying. Only looking for the opportunity. This web, these lies that are falling, they're cursed. They have cursed their bloodline with the karmic debt that they came here with, born, and the karmic debt that they created while they lived. To the point that now the universe is saying, we no longer need your services. Your negative mindset has cursed you. And this is a pumpkin. Halloween is significant. Spider webs in Halloween and fire. The fire that's glowing in the shadows, showing this web that's hanging in the corner. This karmic, they're in a heart fog. They want to keep these mixed signals going because they have blocked emotions and they're totally messed up, beyond messed up. Searching in that dark still for the light that they want to have, but they are afraid of and hide from at the same time. How can you want to hold something that you're afraid to hold in your own heart? It's within you, not on you, and it's not outside of you. That is why you're feeling hopeless. That is why you're sinking in despair and shame and guilt. What can they do? They're holding on, still obsessing and spying. And at this point, I would call this a possession. There are people that walk around that we call depressed, that we call emotionally blocked, that we call not happy with themselves because they're not loving themselves, only clinging to the obsessions, draping themselves in others' pearls. That's why we no longer cast them among the swine. Why are they still clinging? Blocked possibilities. They want to take an adventure and a risk. What is going to come of this risk? Let me pull some tarot on that. I want to know what's going to happen with this risk that they want to take that has obviously been blocked, yet they still want to come back in. Either fire sign or someone dealing with a fire sign. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Does not have to be the sign that you're born under. It could be your rising sign, moon sign, somewhere in your birth chart that is significant according to the houses. So, Holy Spirit Divine, tell us what is going to happen with these people wanting to make another risk at their own life already cursed, in a heart fog, trying really hard not to let all of this things that's hidden be seen and known. What's going to happen with that? Queen of Swords. Queen of Swords, something to do with this. We'll keep that back in the deck. But maybe a Queen of Swords has something to do with this new perspective that this person will be gaining. Or maybe this person is a Queen of Swords. I don't know. But we're going to find out what is going to be coming of this. Moving forward, because they're stuck, they can't do anything unless they're going to sacrifice themselves, which they already have. One card, Holy Spirit. They're going to have to take responsibility and confess the truth. They have to turn over a new leaf, and this is going to be forced. Wanting to gain an inheritance, wanting to have affluence and security and stability based on others' destiny, their lineage. They have no choice but to walk away because this is something you cannot take. You take what is given. If you don't want that, you walk. You keep a stepping, Buster. The Empress is not having it. She is a divine feminine energy, fertile with a lot of creative ideas, nurturing in her abundance, sitting in her abode, not removing her butt from her throne. We'll leave it right there. Beware, fire signs. There's some heat. And be careful around Halloween of what you speak. You may not get a treat.